To help us reinforce the effectiveness of using live weight patches, can you advise what are the food to eat and what to avoid for everyday diet, as well as what sort of exercise to complement the patching? Okay. So guys, in a couple of months' time, we are going to have a Kung Fu slimming program. Okay, we're going to have a Kung Fu slimming program, martial arts slimming program. So these are the 12 moves that you need to do every day in order to expand the fascia system in the human body. Okay, so those things will come, and then with the patches, you're going to slim down as an effect. Okay, so what is most important thing is this: when it comes to food, what you need to eat is rice, and whatever thing is whole food is good enough already, but rice is what people always missed. You see just now, Roger, take brown rice, IBS. Take salad, IBS. Why? Salad and brown rice are considered very healthy food, but when you take IBS, and just now when people take white rice, then the poo-poo become better. Strange, right? So you need to take white rice. Okay, number two, you need to drink enough water. When you take white rice or all kind of whole food, one thing is you must eat slower. Okay, you cannot eat too fast. If you eat rice and then you eat too fast, also cannot help. Okay, so you need to eat slower, drink water, good enough already. Everything can be solved already. Okay, and what are the things to avoid? Okay, what's the name? I forgot already. So a few days back, someone called me and say, Jinlong, you asked my member don't drink milk. Ah. Why? Ah? Okay, because my member asked me don't drink milk. And then she said, milk very good, ma. Milk is like a lot of nutrient, a lot of calcium lah, and mineral inside. So I say, if you able to visit a milk farmer, okay, the cow is constantly being milked. Constantly being milked. For human beings, right, when you want to milk the baby, right, to give the breast milk to the baby, right, maybe every 2 hours, 3 hours one time, okay, half an hour and then counting already, right? So you got at least 2, 3 hours of resting. If you go to a dairy cow, I tell you, it's non-stop sucking one, you know. So imagine if a mom will feel the pain and the stress giving breast milk, you think about the cow have to sustain the kind of pain forever. So the kind of stress hormones is all in the milk. By only the stress hormone is, I'm not talking about antibiotic. I'm not talking about antibiotic, preservative, all kind of additive, chemical put inside. I don't talk about this. I only talking about the process of milking that contribute to the release of stress hormone into the milk. It itself, right, will cause you to feel stress already. Okay, so this one no milk, no vegetables, no fruits, no excessive fruits, no salad. Anything that is raw, you try to avoid. Okay, so if you can do these things right, even you don't do exercise, you got enough sunlight, 6 minutes at the front, 6 minutes at the back, you'll be very healthy already. You'll be very healthy already. But if this simple thing you can't do, it's going to be very tough. It's going to be like they did, or someone say, I wear the pad for 3 years. How come the more I use, the more weak I get? Then I tell them, I share with them the photo. You see, this is our member. After 3 years, all look younger and younger. How come you look worse and worse? First of all, do you think it's the patches problem or your problem? If the patch problem, how come these people got result? Yeah. And then I give the same suggestion, the food and things. And then you know what he said? He said that I think the water I'm not drinking enough. So you see, sometimes right, these are the small things that they really matters. Last week, this our speaker Jala came to us and Jala asked me, Jinlong, I used for 2 years already. I got stroke. And his stroke is very different because his wife start to notice Jala, hey, you start to have slurring already, cannot speak properly, you know. And the Jala said, hey, but I feel okay, I can walk, I can eat everything I can, you know. So he go to the hospital, the doctor do a diagnosis. The doctor said, Jala, you are no stroke, you are no stroke patient, everything is fine. But only the speaking is slurry. So then they do a scanning and then realize there is a narrowing of a vessel. That means it might be his lifestyle is really bringing him to stroke. But because of the patches, didn't make it so worse. So then Jala asked me this question. Then I replied, Jala, are you someone who eat enough rice, eat very fast? Okay. Do you drink enough water? Yeah, sometimes. okay, most of the time drink water or most of the time don't drink enough water. Then he didn't answer. Then I said, it's okay. How many cup of coffee you drink a day? So give him a big cup to drink the water, so it's slightly smaller. So it's about a cup like this. He drink 2 cups of Nescafe a day without. If he say 2 cups, it means sometimes even go to 3 to 4 cups. On top of not drinking enough water. Then I use this logic. Okay, guys, this is very important.
Okay.
Okay, guys, you listen why coffee is not good, okay? First of all, why coffee make you energetic? A lot of people say, I'm very tired, I need to drink coffee. This itself is a sickness, you know. When you need to drink coffee to stay awake, it itself is for me, it's like taking drugs already. It's really like when I see people need to always want to drink coffee during meeting, I always feel that something is wrong already. Because without coffee, without caffeine, it's like without drugs, you cannot perform properly already. This shouldn't be the case. So why coffee makes someone energetic? It's just like the water pipe. You know, sometimes when you go the garden hose, right? Or the water hose in the garden, right? If the water pressure is not enough, what would you do? You're going to press the water hose, right? It's not, water hose like this. So you try to press it to squeeze the water hose so that the pressure can shoot up, right? It means that by constricting the hose, the pressure increase. Same thing like our blood vessel. When you drink coffee, the caffeine is going to restrict the blood vessel. When it restrict the blood vessel, contract the blood vessel, your blood flow faster. When the blood flow faster, it can bring oxygen further to the brain. It's just like the garden hose. When you can press the garden hose, the water can shoot further to reach the plant that you couldn't reach. So this is why you drink the coffee, you feel energetic. But the thing is, you need to know when you rely coffee to restrict your blood vessel, it gets so used to the caffeine already, right? The body itself cannot regulate the dilation and the contraction already. So this is why you need to drink more and more coffee. And second thing, when we drink the what do you call the bubble tea, right? When we drink the bubble teas, okay, compared to you drink the chrysanthemum tea, both got straw, right? Okay, the bubble tea straw is always bigger, am I right or not? Yes or not? Yeah, if yes, type 555. The bubble tea straw is always much bigger compared to a normal drinking straw for the canned drink. So why bubble tea straw is so huge is because it need the bubbles in order to be sucked in, right? Keep on sucking, right? So same thing. Imagine this. From a bubble tea straw, you shrink it into a normal straw. But now your blood still need to flow. If your blood got any clog, even a small clog, it's just like a bubble. It can easily clog your blood vessel. To make the matter worse, if your blood do not have enough water, that means you drink coffee already, 2 cups already, and you don't drink water, it make the water even thicker. Thicker, it means that it can coagulate faster. You can think about like a bubble tea. So when you want to suck in, it's like what do you call? Jinjao. You think about jinjao like a blood clot. Okay, jinjao like a blood clot. Jinjao is also from water, hardened become jinjao, right? So the jinjao like a blood clot. So now the straw is getting so small, and then the water is so thick, cannot really move. And then you got the jinjao. When you drink it, of course it gets stuck, right? Of course, then you cannot drink the water already. So when the brain suddenly it gets stuck, there is no supply of oxygen and the blood to the brain, right? This is why you got stroke. Get the idea? Okay, I don't know. Can you visualize or not? Do you think this analogy is very clear to you? If yes, I two. Do you think it's very clear to you? If yes, I two. So this is why if you really put the patch, right, I understand you still like to drink coffee, but you had to ask, why after I put the patch, I still need to drink coffee to supply my energy? Something is very wrong. Something is very wrong, right? I hope that you don't just take life as a business, you take life with not just a business to empower others. You need to change yourself first also, okay? Or else, right, it's going to be very, it's a waste. We all found life with already, but because of the small thing that we don't take care.